Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of my Let's Play of Dark Souls. Last time we cleared the Undead Parish, got to the chapel, got a couple of upgrades on my Uchigatana, and now we're ready to fight the Tower Knight, the Channeler, and if we have time at the end of the episode, we'll also do the Bell Gargoyles, who are the next major boss, and after beating them, we will be ringing the first Bell of Awakening. So first, we need to clear this area out here because we're going to be fighting the Tower Knight out here. The Tower Knight is a really big enemy. Well, not really big, but he's a pretty big enemy with a very large mace and a very large shield. He does a lot of damage if he hits you, but he's very slow, so you don't really have to worry about that as long as you're somewhat decent at dodging. So there he is. We'll go ahead and pull him outside. And then we'll start doing some damage. I'm not sure whether you can backstab him or not. I can't remember if I've tried it. But I don't think you can. No, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, basically you want to bait him into doing one of his big attacks, because he has a long recovery time from them, and it gives you time to get a hit in. He can run and get a little bit quick, but for the most part he's pretty slow. Come on. That shield bash can be a bit dangerous. If he even clips you with it, it'll take down your entire stamina bar and sort of stun you for a second. He will try to heal. I'm not sure how many potions he actually has, but I've had him do it up to 3 times with me before. So you want to definitely get a strong attack in while he's doing that to make sure he doesn't heal himself. And that is the Tower Knight done. He drops a Titanite shard, and we can now move in and deal with the rest of the enemies in the church. But the first thing I'm going to do before I do that is come over here and grab this Firekeeper Soul. And then I'm going to activate this shortcut, which will bring us straight back down to the Firelink Shrine. Very useful shortcut. So yeah, the Tower Knight is actually a deceptively easy fight. He can seem pretty intimidating at first. I know I was pretty scared of him the first time I came through this area in the game, but once you get the hang of the fight and you understand that he's extremely slow and predictable, it becomes a very easy fight. Now there's 2 ways we can take out the Channeler. Number 1, I could just stand on the floor, dodge his magic attacks. What the hell happened? The world has disappeared. Oh, okay, it's back. That was weird. Let's go ahead and use this Firekeeper Soul and get our Estus Flask +2. So now we'll be healing even more damage with those. Now as I was saying, there's 2 ways I can take out the Channeler. I can stand on the bottom floor, avoid his magic attacks, and just pelt him with arrows, which is probably the easier way to do it. Or I can go up and take him out with melee. I think I'm going to do that, because it's more interesting, it seems less cheap, and I think more people will probably end up doing it that way, so that might be more helpful to some of you. The thing to watch out for is up by him, there's a group of weak hollows. There's quite a few of them, but he puts a buff on them, so they do more damage. And that can be very annoying. So you definitely want to clear those guys out before you start attacking him if you're going to be doing it at close range. Up on these stairs there is another Balder Knight, so watch out for him. I like to bring him back down here so I have a little more room to fight him. I've seen some people prefer to fight him on the stairs because a lot of his attacks will go straight over your head, but I've been hit by him on the stairs, so I'd rather just play it safe, bring him down here where I've got some room. He's going into his counter stance. Now, if he does that and he doesn't seem like he wants to come out of it, you can just kick him and it will break that stance. And that's him taken care of. You gonna drop anything? Rapier. I will never use that. So here we go. Now, you can see the Channeler there. He's going to start 2-stepping. As soon as we move up through here... Oh, that's not what I thought would happen. Anyway, these weak hollows, you can see they're glowing a bit. That's the buff that's on them. They will do a lot of damage if they start hitting you, especially if they hit you in groups. So you want to be very careful and just kind of pick them off as quickly as possible. Yeah, I just took some damage. I should be paying more attention. But no worries. One here by himself. He's done. Is this the last one? It might be. Yes, I think that was the last one. Okay, now we're going to move in here. Because I want to show you this guy's dance moves again. Is he going to two-step? There he goes. Hell yeah. I love that. So yeah, if he's not firing his magic at you, he's really not that much of a threat. When he is, it can be a pain in the ass, because it kind of homes in on you, and I'm not sure if you can even dodge it, to be honest. Grab this soul. Now, there's another Balder Knight up here guarding a couple of interesting things, so we're going to kill him. Backstabs are always the best way to end anything. And he's done. Dropping anything? No. Okay. So the first thing is a humanity over here in this corner. Just break the barrel. And this guy drops a humanity. Useful stuff. And the next thing is this wooden wall here. We can break that down, and we'll head up these stairs to find Knight Lautrec trapped in a cell. Let's talk to him.
Still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
Now the mystery key that we found earlier will open this gate. I think the master key does it as well if you don't have the mystery key, but I'm not entirely sure. And this little dialogue box doesn't want to miss. There we go.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Okay.
Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed. Allow me some time.
I think he says one more thing.
I am free. Now, I can get back to work.
Okay. Knight Lautrec is an asshole. I'm not going to spoil what happens yet, but we are going to have to kill him later on in the game. He's a real creepy douchebag. Now, we have cleared everything up to the tower, the bell gargoyles rather. Just climb up these two ladders and there'll be a fog gate leading to the boss. But before I do that, I'm going to go back down and rest at the Firelink Shrine. I'm going to revive to get into human form. Grab a couple of levels with these 3,000 souls, or, well, one level probably. And the reason I'm going to go into human form is because I want to summon Solaire for this battle. You can summon Lautrec as well, but I don't want to do both because summoning both of them just makes the fight way too easy. Even having Solaire there is going to make it an easy fight. If you have both of them, you can pretty much stand back and let them kill them for you. So that's just a bit... that's overkill in my opinion. I'm just going to summon Solaire. So we have 2 humanity, only need 1, so that's perfect. Let's grab a level. Endurance. I want to get my endurance up high enough that I can put my pants back on. And I will reverse hollow. Now I would not be surprised if I get invaded now. When you're in human form, it allows you to summon people for co-op and also NPCs like Solaire and Lautrec. But it also means that people, other players, can invade your game and kill you. And it happens quite often, so I wouldn't be surprised if it happens now. Be a waste of humanity, but it does happen. Let's see if I can put my... Well, I'm not going to need this bow for the boss fight. Let's see if I can put these pants on. I don't think so. I think I'm at mid-roll now. Yes, I am. How about the gloves at least? Nope, not even the gloves. That is a shame. Oh well. I don't plan on being hit that much for this fight anyway. Here I go breaking my own rules, not pulling this guy down to where there's room to fight him. Seems to be working out alright so far. Are you gonna try to heal? No, you're not. Okay. Now, the channeler doesn't respawn, but the big group of hollows do, so they're not quite as dangerous without the buff on them, but they can still be dangerous if they start attacking you in a big group. Luckily, I can take them out in groups with this sword, so we will try to do that as much as possible. And I just caught a blade to the face. Oh, 4 in 1, that's pretty nice. Fuck you. Shouldn't need all 10 Estus flasks anyway. I'm kind of surprised I haven't been invaded, honestly. I usually am when I turn human in this part. Now, if you were going to summon Lautrec, this is where his summon sign is supposed to be. I'm not sure why it's not here yet. You might have to quit and reload for it to appear, but that's where it would be. Solaire's is up here right beside the fog gate, so we'll go ahead and summon him. For some jolly cooperation. I was a Sun Bro for my first playthrough. It's pretty awesome. You can get a crazy amount of souls just putting your summon sign down and helping people with certain bosses. Especially Kellag in Blighttown, and Ornstein and Smough is the other one that a lot of people want help for. Okay, now, this is the first of two. The second one is going to come down pretty soon, so you want to try and kill this guy as quickly as possible so you don't have to fight two at once for very long. Because the second one breathes fire, and that can be very annoying. Now, Solaire is really useful here as essentially a tank. He'll keep this guy's attention, and you can just two-hand your weapon and go to town on him. And here comes the second guy. Second one only has half as much health, so he's not quite as bad, but you definitely don't want to have to deal with both of them at once, especially with that. So get around him, two-hand your weapon, and do as much damage as possible. As you can see, the fight was honestly just a joke there with Solaire. He makes this fight incredibly easy. So imagine having him and Lautrec. You could literally stand back and let them kill the bosses for you. Solo, it can be kind of tough. I know the first time I did it, I didn't know you could summon those guys, and I had a hell of a time trying to beat this boss. And now we'll just head up the tower and ring the Bell of Awakening. This is a very long ladder. we go. And that is the first Bell of Awakening done. The second one is in Blighttown. We're not going to go there quite yet. There's a couple other places we're going to go first. We're going to go to the lower Undead Burg and fight the Capper Demon, who can be a pretty tough boss. We're then going to do the Depths and fight the Gaping Dragon, and then either Blighttown immediately or Darkroot Garden and then Blighttown. This guy, I forget his name.
I am Oswald of Careem,
There you go.
the Park, and thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
This guy sells some interesting stuff. Purging Stone is probably the most useful. It allows you to break Curse. Curse is the most annoying status ailment in the entire game. If you get afflicted with Curse, you die immediately, and when you respawn, you only have half your maximum HP. And each time you die with Curse, your HP's halved again. So you definitely want to buy some of these and carry them around. I'll get some later. Indictments. If a player invades your game and kills you, you can use this to add their name to the Book of the Guilty, which he also sells, and you can see the names of all the players who have trespassed on other people's worlds. He also sells Karmic Justice, which is a pretty useful miracle, a talisman, and a couple of pretty useful rings, actually. Boost bleed and poison resistance, and Ring of Sacrifice. I'm not going to buy any of that now, though.
It is only
The other thing he can do is Resolve You of Sin. So if you attack an NPC by accident and they become hostile towards you, you go to him, pay a certain amount of souls, and he'll make everyone forgive you, essentially. What I'm going to do now is just warp back to the shrine, because I don't feel like walking. I'll grab some levels with these 11,000 souls, and that's going to be the end of the episode. So I'm going to put a couple of points into Dexterity, because I've been ignoring that completely, and a couple of points into Endurance. And let's see if I can put my pants back on yet. Still can't. Wow, that's really annoying. You know, I could, if... Oh, Lautrec's not here. I was going to say I could kill Lautrec and get his ring, but I want to let his storyline progress so I can show you the boss fight later with him. Not really a boss fight, but it's a pretty cool fight with him and two of his companions. It can be pretty hard, but it's fun, so I want to do that this playthrough. And yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, I'll be going through the lower Undead Burg and fighting the Capper Demon. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know whether you did or you didn't, what you think I can improve on, and I'd appreciate it. So thanks for watching.